Hi, I'm Lisa, a practicing liminal witch and tarot reader with over 28 years experience in helping people find guidance through the cards. On this channel I talk about all sorts of witchy, spooky and mystical things that interest me and I hope will interest you too. Welcome to Beyond Authentic.
YouTube tarot reader Lisa Lee has been found using bad language during her twice-weekly live streams. In a shocking turn of events, it has also been discovered that she will not tell you what you want to hear, only what you need to know. The internet is in collective shock that authenticity is alive and well in this corner of the YouTube meta space. Do not watch if you are easily offended.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Beyond Authentic Tarot. My name is Lisa, and we're going to be doing some tarot readings this evening. First of all, please accept my apologies for Sunday. I was MIA, missing in action. I actually did a live event, a big mind, body, soul event on Sunday. And I had thought I'd done 9 readings. Looking at it, I actually did 10 readings on Sunday, back to back, full on half-hour readings, live readings. One of them was like nearly 50 minutes long, the last one. Did 10 of them back to back. I just about had enough time to go for a wee, which is literally straight to the loo, straight back. And yes, I managed to get home. I was unable to walk. I was unable to do anything. My other half had to shuffle me like a little old lady in a nursing home from the car into the flat like this, with me going body in complete shutdown. So we're never doing that again. I'm never allowing myself to get to that point. There's lots of things I learned on Sunday. I will be doing more events because I really love the live events, but I won't be scheduling a live stream straight afterwards. That's something I'm not going to be doing again. Literally all day yesterday, because in my head, yesterday is Sunday, because literally from pretty much the time I got back, I woke up for a brief period, grabbed something to eat, and then it was Tuesday morning. So I slept all Monday. I don't think I woke up for a loo. I definitely didn't drink anything, which is another whole story. So yes, that is why Sunday didn't happen. So apologies, everybody, for missing out on Sunday. However, I am relatively back to relative normality, whatever that is. And I have brought back the Fifth Spirit Tarot deck because that's what I used on Sunday. I took this one, I took the Unfolding, I took the what's it called, the Bright Radiant Rider Smith. I can't remember what it's called, you know, the one that I prefer. Took all of that with me, just used this deck. Absolute amazing readings. Once again, with both of these decks, to be fair, we get amazing readings, but it did bring a certain clairvoyanty type element with it, so we're going to watch how that goes. Follow this path, follow my path along clairvoyancy. I'm actually going to be contacting somebody hopefully this week about doing something. But anyway, whole other long story. Needless to say, you don't need to know all of that, do you? You're just here for some tarot reading. I know. Well, good evening to Lavina. Good evening to Mariana Ivanisevic. I see your name every time, Mariana, and once I see it, I go, oh, how can I say that? And then my brain goes, oh, you say it every time. It's fine. Good evening to Holland. Hello, my darling. Good evening to Patricia. Hello, my darling. They are my darling moderators. Listen, I've given Rufus Neil's number, right? So if whatever I am like phased out, whatever you call whatever happened on Sunday, whenever I am physically incapable of moving, crashed out doesn't it? See, clinical exhaustion doesn't even cover it. Like I was literally unable. I just that's literally how I was. So if that ever happens again, I will get Rufus to contact Neil or somebody and basically go, Lisa's alive, but her body's not exactly working. So yeah, hopefully it's not going to happen again. But if it ever does, or if I ever am late to a live stream, I'm going to put some things in place. So I would add him into the Mod Squad group, but I think he'll go bonkers with the amount of posts that we get. Anyway, good evening to the two of you. Thank you very much for being here tonight. And yes, good evening to everybody watching. So before we go any further, I do have some housekeeping. As always, we're going to play this little video. Before we go on, here's the housekeeping. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all of your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never be used to replace medical advice, legal advice, financial advice, or counselling advice. If you're looking for support in these areas, please do seek out professionals in these areas. You do have to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And remember, please don't share private information here or anywhere else on the internet that you wouldn't want anyone or everyone finding out about now or any time in the future. Absolutely. Please do not dox yourself on this channel, because you never know who might be reading. I am inundated at the moment with SEO and all of that type of messages, because obviously the email for this channel recently, well, I say recently, but in the recent-ish, in other words, between now and the time I was born, in that recent time period, the email changed, so it's now the professional email, and so now I am getting bombarded with emails saying, hey, how about XYZ, how about XYZ, how about XYZ. So yes, how did it go, Holland? How did it go? Because there was nothing on here. I kept fingers crossed and everything, but yeah, hopefully everything went really, really, really well. Oh, I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I mean, I knew you would. Like, it's a foregone conclusion, really. I'm really happy for you, though, that it's all good. That's what I'm really happy. It's all good. Good evening, Shika. How are you, my darling? Hello, everyone, says Shika. I'm all right, actually. I'm all right. Yes, I am alive. I am kicking. That's always a bonus. So yes, happy for you, Holland. I really am. And also, I've noticed some challenge on your account for hang on, let me just see. Now I've said it, I'm on the wrong blooming, I'm still in YouTube Studio. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, go and have a look on Holland's YouTube video at Holland M, right? Go and have a look on Holland's YouTube channel, I should say, at Holland M, because they're doing a challenge. Is it called Inktober? Have I just made this up? I might have just made this up, you know. Stranger things have happened. Hang on, I once had an argument with someone because I dreamt that I'd had an argument with them, and then I created the argument in real life because I honestly thought I'd already had the argument. Right, am I in standard YouTube now? Yes, I am. Let me have a look. I'm sure. So Holland is one of our moderators, is the only other moderator that really does the YouTubes. Neil does YouTube with me on the live, not live streams, on what's it called? On the what's it called? The podcasts, when we do podcasts, which we will be getting back to. Inktober, yes, thank you very much. Preparing for Inktober. Holland is going to be doing oh my good Lord, look how many views your channel's that video's got. Holy moly, nearly 1,000 views you've got on that one channel. It's going to be amazing. Oh, it's a well-known art. Oh, hang on. It's a well-known art challenge that happens in October. Does it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Because for me, it sounds like it's like a tattoo thing. Like, how many tattoos can you get in 1 month? Oh, I'd be up for that. I would be up for that. I didn't make it up. I could have done. I know I'd seen it at some point. I could have made it up. Yeah, it did. Honestly, go with it. 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 It sounds absolutely awesome. So yeah, they're doing an art challenge every day. Oh, according to a list of prompts. Oh, so it's not just, you can't just draw like, oh, I won't be any good then. I won't be any good then. I thought it was like you could just draw the same thing over and over. I could draw a Dalek every day for a month. That would be thoroughly interesting, I'm sure. But that's literally about all I could do. But yes, where are you on my buttons? There you go. I lost everybody then for a split second, but there you go. So join Holland for Inktober over there. We'll give you a shout out every single day in October that we're streaming Holland. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Just could not do that. Could not do that. I just could not. Don't have the artistic ability. Don't have the artistic mindset either. But you're doing a different version that's every other day called Calmtober. Oh, I could do Dalektober. I could do Dalektober. That would be very interesting. It would just be a very badly drawn Dalek. I mean, to be fair to you, I could just draw 3 and then rotate them every 3 days or whatever it is, because nobody would know, because they all look exactly the same anyway. But anyway, sorry. For those that are new here, the only thing I can actually draw is a badly drawn Dalek. That's why we're talking about it. Yeah, I can sort of draw a reasonable Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but it's mainly a Dalek. I used to be able to draw The Simpsons really well, but you know, I haven't even watched The Simpsons in 20 years, let alone drawn one. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here for the tarot. So we're going to get on with some tarot reading. So how does it work on this channel? Currently, little hint there might be some changes happening in the near future, but currently how this channel works is we open up a freebie round, okay? And when that opens up, you've got your opportunity to pop your question into the hat, basically. So you start your question in the comment section, you write the word question, you then write whatever your question is. So you write question, will Bob and Amelia continue to see each other happily, or whatever it is, or you'll write, you know, question, does my ex still love me? And that's your right. And then you pop that into that comment section, and then randomly one is selected. And when that one is selected, everybody else gets taken out of that round, and then you get your tarot question read. Okay, that is a 3-card reading. However, if you want to queue jump, you can send it as a super chat. And when you send a super chat, it literally queue jumps you into the next open slot. So if there's a round open, you queue jump that round. If we're literally in this sort of phase of it where I'm talking about something, then you are the next reading. If you super chat right at the very beginning, you're the first reading. That's how that happens. If, however, you want a longer reading, longer than 3 cards, then you can super chat to the amount of $8 or above, and that will guarantee you a longer card reading, so maybe a 6 or 7 card reading. As I say, on Sunday I was doing 10 card readings. Each one takes about half an hour. It's a very complicated process, and they're one-to-one. So yeah, but so that's how it works at the moment on this channel. Okay, so if you want a tarot reading today, all you need to do is to remember that once we open up a free round, you are in the hat with lots of other people that put their questions in for a 3-card reading. Okay, if you aren't the chosen one, then I've got a Mighty Boosh song going around my head now, but if you aren't the chosen one, select and copy your question and save it till the next round. Okay, as I say, the only way to queue jump that or to bypass that round process is by sending it through as a super chat. Don't forget, 10% of everything that comes through 10% of everything that comes through from super chats or from channel memberships or from the ad revenue on this channel currently goes to the PDSA, which is the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals here in the UK. So then, all of that being said, if you would like a tarot reading, the round, there we go. It should be in the live chat now, somewhere there. Yay! The round is open. go ahead, put your question into the live chat, starting with the word question, or send it through as a super chat. Either way that you want to, that's absolutely fine. Send it through now. Here's a quick recap. There we go. Hopefully we've got some questions in. Let me just find the buttons. Oh my God. Do you know what? After the last few weeks where I've missed a few sessions, it is all over the place. MMC has been selected by our keeper of the questions. MMC, hang on. I'm on the thing. MMC. Hello. Hello, MMC. I've got your question right here. Thank you very much. I didn't even see you come in. Hello, MMC. Right then, my darling. So, a general career reading for this coming week. It's not going to be very general, is it, if it's a career reading for this coming week? But I'll do my best for you, my darling. I will do my best for you. So then your reading, my love, will be coming up in, shall we go the full hog? Yep, your reading is coming up straight after this. You got exactly 17 seconds.
We have a super strong connection here, right? Oh my God!
Yes, indeed. So then, as always, and this is something I didn't do on Sunday, and I really wish I had. So we cleanse the space between readings. I know Patricia's sat there right now going, oh my God, what? Is there any reason? Are you surprised you were exhausted? But yes, we cleanse the space between readings, and we bring in Wispy, the air elemental dragon. Good evening, Wispy. Back to our normal place here. Oh, it was so difficult trying to bring Wispy in without appearing completely bonkers to a group of people that obviously don't know anything about my my dragon. So if you want to know about what Wispy is, it should be in the comment section now. It's just posted, so go and have a look. So then, Wispy, MMC or Mumuk. I was trying to mukum. No, MMC would like a general career reading, please, for this coming week. So not a very wide window. So we want to see what we can see, Wispy, please, for this coming week for MMC. Let's do your, oh, there we go. Let's do your cuts, and then let's have a wee look. So where you are right now. Ooh, the Fool. That doesn't mean that you're naive or that you're like foolish. We'll get to that. It's a good card. And then for what you need to know for this week, 5 of Cups, and the outcome for this week, 2 of Swords. Right. Okay. So the Fool, what does the Fool represent? Well, first of all, the Fool is a major arcana card. So standard traditional sort of image is a bit more like this. But the Fool is literally somebody who is on the start of a new journey. Okay, so if you're looking for a brand new career, brand new start, brand new everything, this is where you are right now. So this is being echoed in that. Okay, so it doesn't feel like this is a promotion or anything. It feels like this is something going into something for the very first time. Reason I'm saying that is because it is the Fool. The Fool is card number 0. Okay, that isn't an error, that isn't a mistake. In tarot, we start at 0, we go all the way through to 21 with the world card of the majors, and that basically tells an entire life cycle in those major arcana cards. Okay, now what the Fool represents is literally somebody starting out on that journey. It's a very good card for new career, new ventures, new beginnings. However, I'm not going to say that it's a very good card. I'm not going to say that translates to getting a brand new job, if that makes sense. It could, but because you've asked for it within a week, and this is where you are. It's not what is happening maybe later this week. So we'll go into it. What you need to know now, this is why I'm saying it's going to be interesting, because the 5 of Cups in what you need to know, this is an emotionally suited card. Cups is your emotional side. It's your it's all your emotions, it's love, it's friendship, it's all of that. However, you can see here we've got 2 of these cups, in inverted commas, of these vessels. We've got 2 that are upright, full of water, 1 that is empty and dripping, a broken bottle, and a rusted old soda can. Now, those 2 and that, these are all empty, and this is sad, and this is negative, and this is, oh my God, things are really bad. On this side, though, we've still got 2 positive cards. Now, in a lot of times, the 5 of Cups shows somebody with their head in their hands and 3 spilt cups and 2 on a shelf behind, because it's literally saying that there are going to be silver linings to the negatives. And this coming up in this position, when you've only got 3 cards for a single week, suggests that maybe the news, if you have had an interview, if you're about to, if you're waiting for this news and it's definitely coming this week, it could be a little bit difficult. And we're back. Do you know what? We are paying like the highest amount for our internet. We have an Ethernet connection that is amazing cable direct through to this, and everything still freezes. It just came up. It literally just came up with a message say this could be our error. Yes, StreamYard. You think? Anyway, right, let me have a look. So, as I was saying, MMC, don't worry, I didn't continue. The minute it comes up and it freezes, I then pause and then wait for it to come back. So I do apologize. So as I was saying, the 5 of Cups is suggesting that there is maybe a bit of negativity, but with a silver lining. The 2 of Swords, this is in the outcome, this is in the future. This is the one that is basically the card that is like towards the end of the week, early next week. This is within this week, right? Swords is trouble and strife or hurdles, and the 2 I always read as cross words, because literally it's cross swords, and you've got this disagreement. So it all depends, MMC, on what is happening, right? If you're looking for a promotion within the company, then it feels like you're not going to get that, but you've been somehow like you've been noted and noticed, and it will have a better reaction down the line, if that makes sense. That's what it is really feels like. If it's a completely new job, a completely new start, or like a first time job, or you know, going in for the first time, then that feels a little bit more unlikely, put it that way. Career wise, all I can really say, my friend, is look, this week, right? Try and roll with the punches when they come, but remember that there is a silver lining behind all of this. Whatever happens, whatever these two sides of the same coin throw up, right? The Fool with a new start, and then the Two of Swords bringing in that hurdle, that challenge energy. Whatever that challenge is, whatever that is that you need to overcome, bear in mind that you've got this silver lining. It will work out better in the longer run, okay? And even though there's a strong possibility that you might not get the job that you've applied for, you might not get whatever it is around your career, it might not blossom and grow this week in the way that you're hoping, but that will lead to a different opportunity down the line, because we've got this too. Okay, so it's like, oh, I didn't get that job. It's almost like, right, it's almost like, and I'm not saying it's this at all, but it's almost like, you know, you've applied for a job in a company that in a year's time is going to go bankrupt and is going to go under. Well, you're not getting that job, but this job over here, this job is is maybe a slightly less paying job initially, but in a year's time, when this company goes under, you'll get the promotion for this job. So not only will you get more money, but there'll still be a company and you'll have been in there for a year. Do you know what I mean? There are some silver linings here. So just bear that in mind. Whatever comes up this week, it does feel like with these Two of Swords, these obstacles coming into play at the end of the week, it may well be there's something you have to juggle, there's something you have to look at. This could be some issues around, I don't know, it could be anything. It could literally be, look, we'd love to give you the job, but you haven't got a qualification in ... It could be something as simple as that, or it could be something as, you know, we'd love to give you the job, however the job actually is has been transferred and it's in a different state, or it's in a different part of the world. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's something here. These challenges are going to be very, very difficult for you to quickly overcome, but long term, it's going to be okay. Hopefully that makes sense. And thank you ever so much for your question. And as always, thank you for persevering in when the blooming internet gremlins happen. I've already spoke to this company once, you know, StreamYard, about this, and they said, oh, I don't think there's any problems, like from our end, like maybe you just need this. And it's like, no, you're not listening to what I'm saying. We've got the bestest internet that I can possibly get in this country. It shouldn't be doing this. Anywho, thank you very much for your question. I nearly hit end stream then. What am I doing? Oh, I'm going back into the comment section. That's what I'm doing. Oh, good evening, Lola. Hello. Oh, good evening, Ed. Hello, Ed. I didn't see you there, my friend. Where are we going to? MMC, did the screen freeze? Yes, it did, my darling. No problem at all, MMC. I hope it helps. Listen, let us know. Come back in a week and let us know how things are. Excuse me. Let us know how things are. Absolutely. Let us know how things are. All right, then. Where are we? What time is it? It is 7:30. We've got an hour and a half ish. The reason I'm saying ish tonight is I'm very aware of the exhaustion I am recovering from. So I might well end the stream early tonight, 8:30, if I need to. Hopefully we'll go on till 9. But that means there's less slots, which means you need to get your questions in, and that should give you an idea of what we're about to do. So if you would like to get a reading, please do go ahead, send your question in as a super chat to guarantee that you are up next, or you can you can pop your question into their live chat, starting with the word question. The round is now officially open. Don't forget, the only way to guarantee your question is to send it through as a as a super chat, or of course, yeah. And if you want a longer reading, brain stopped halfway through that sentence. You saw that live, didn't you? You saw that live. The only way to guarantee it is to send it as a super chat. If you want a longer reading, then please do send through a donation of £6 or $8. I think that's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. I can't even remember what I'm talking about. It's my brain is that bonkered. Right, let's have a look. That one. Sorry. Hang on, nothing's playing. Why is nothing playing? Why is nothing playing? Okay, let me have a look. Let's have a look then. So, keeper of the questions, Shikar. Hello, my darling. Your question has been selected. Listen, if your name is not Shikar, select and copy your question, hold it for the next free round. Okay, that's what you need to do. If you want to guarantee that you get your question answered, then send it through as a super chat. Super chat can be any amount. If you want a longer card reading, 6-7 card reading, then please send it through around $8 or above. That will get it automatically guaranteed that your reading will be next and will be a longer reading. Anyway, Shikar, my darling, question. I have just joined a new job position. Congratulations. Will it bring me peace and happiness? Or how will it be? Will this job bring success? Will it bring you peace and happiness? No, no job ever brings anybody peace and happiness ever. Trust me, Mother Teresa, there would have been days where she was like, oh my God, I can't deal with this anymore. Right? I don't think there's no such thing as peace and happiness through your work. Okay. First of all, I know that sounds really negative, doesn't it? I would say I don't mean it, but I kind of do. Like, we need a work-life balance, don't we? A work-life balance is what gives us that peace and happiness, not just the career. So maybe that's what you need to look towards. But anyway, Shika, we'll do our best for you, see what the cards have in store. So then, we are cleansing the space in between the readings. And I'm bringing in Wispy, the air elemental dragon. So then, Wispy, what we are looking for is Shika Mogal would like to know, they've just joined a new position at work or a new job. Will it bring peace and happiness? How will it be? Will this job bring success? So will they be successful in this job? That's what we want to know. Okay, Wispy. Will Shika Mogal, be successful in this job? Let's have a little look. Right then. There we go. Fantastic. And let's do your cut. So then, here we go. Where you are right now, what is... Oh, the lovely Empress. Lovely. Right. Sorry, where you are right now, what you need to know, and the future outcome. Let's have a wee look. So, obviously, you had me pause for the Empress. The Empress is my favorite tarot card. I'm eventually going to get a tattoo of the Empress. Eventually. Haven't decided exactly which design yet, but eventually I'm going to get her tattooed. So, where you are right now, the Empress is a great card, Shika. It really is. It's talking about abundance. It's talking about having a little bit extra financially, as well as in lots of different ways. It's talking about being able to support people around you, support family, all of those lovely things. So if the idea of being able to do that brings you peace and happiness, then that's a really good card for you. Does that make sense? It's a wonderful card, right? It's my favorite card in the deck. It's a warm, loving, and caring card, but again, it's also about that abundance and wealth and being able to have the funds to support others, right? So it is a successful card. So this is where you are right now. So this job is very well suited for you, right? It's very well, as I say, it's on the cards, right? There's a good connection here with this. In what you need to know now, the 10 of Cups, right? If you've been here for a while, and if anybody around has watched this for a while, they will know that I always say the 9 is full and the 10 is overflowing, right? The 9 of Cups is full, the 10 is overflowing. This is good though, because this is overflowing with abundant positive emotions, right? I think this feels really suited to you. I don't know what this job is, right? But it's almost like, if you can imagine, right? You just close your eyes. Imagine this for me. Maybe maybe this is going to be from a UK perspective. I'm not quite sure, but imagine this, right? I'm going to describe a person for you now, right? It is a gentleman around maybe in their late 30s, early 40s. They've got quite a large tummy, but they're in a kitchen and they like eating food, and they get a job as a cake baker. They bake cakes, so they've got to taste the cakes and come up with new recipes all the time, right? Do you not think that would be a perfect fit for that? But as long as they're not diabetic or gluten intolerant, that's the perfect fit for that person. This connects really well to you, my darling, right? Normally for me, the 10s are a little bit of a warning. Be careful, too much. But this feels like it's the right fit. So I don't know what this job is, but it is literally like that person sat there who enjoys eating food, enjoys cooking food, enjoys baking cakes, getting a job in a restaurant as their cake baker, decorating person, their cake person, right? Is that not the most perfect thing to get paid for something that you would do for free? It's perfect, isn't it? That feels very, very well suited. It's really positive. Longer term outcome, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. Now, normally this card's got a bit of a double-edged sword, because it's talking about community and charity. But I think in this position, I think it doesn't just bring you peace and happiness. I think, again, going back to this Empress card, I think it's going to allow you to help others. And I think that's going to be really important to you, because I think it genuinely will help you feel that, you know, if you get a really crappy day, whatever the job is, right? Our friend, the imaginary cake baker, right? 15 people come in all at once and demand, they all want a 3-tier cake tomorrow. Well, he's got to disappoint someone, because it's impossible to do that, right? So on that day, Mr. Cake Baker is all upset because he can't help all those people. But what he needs to remember is that if they all, if those customers will all come in like in proper time, he could have helped them. But actually, Mr. Cake Baker gives to charity every single day. So there are people out there doing really good things and alive because Mr. Cake Baker gives money to charity, right? That helps him on his really crappy days. Does that make sense? That's what it feels like for you, my darling. It feels like part of your work, part of your kind of doing this is going to allow you to not only help family, but maybe put a charitable donation. I completely messed that up, didn't I? A charitable donation out into the universe, right? And that is something that I think will benefit everybody in the long run. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, Shikar. It feels very successful. It feels like it's a really good opportunity. It really, really, really does. It really does. Listen, come back and let us know, right? I know that you pop in and out of the channel quite frequently, but Let us know how it goes with the job, because we're all nosy here and we want to know all the gossip. But we genuinely, this feels like it's a really good fit for you, right? A bit like Holland, our moderator, working in a library. Oh my God, that is the best, perfect. Holland as a librarian. Well, yes, that's obvious. It's a bit like our friend Ed working as a Viking. Of course, Ed should be a Viking. Do you know what I mean? Like, moderator Ed should be a Viking. Moderator Patricia should be a Grammy witch, as they call them, and like an older witch. It sounds really positive. So I really hope that helps, Shikar. I really do. Listen, I don't think you've got anything to worry about, my friend. I don't think you've got anything to worry about. I do think, bizarrely, the question that I took the mickey out of at the beginning, will it bring peace and happiness? I think, I think it just might. I think it actually just might, because I think it's going to enable you to do the things that bring you peace and happiness, which is to support the people you care about and those sort of positive things. So yeah, I hope it helps. I really do. I really hope it helps. But it sounds really positive. So yes, thank you ever so much for your question, Shikar. Wow. These cards are very rarely that positive as well. Have you noticed? Like the unfolding path deck, the one I was using for the last few weeks, this tends to be a bit more of a positive spin. But this fifth spirit, it's absolutely. I think you're on the right path there, Shikar. Whatever it is, you have to let us know and come back and see us as well, and spread some of that charity our way. Yeah, we need the Beyond Authentic Tarot Clubhouse. You're in the digital. Oh, hang on. You're in the digital marketing field. Oh, then definitely. Listen, once you got your feet under the table at work and once everything's going grand, if there's anything you could help us with, please do, because I'm rubbish at digital marketing. That is why I've been doing this tarot. I am very good at tarot, right? 29 years of tarot, very good at tarot, amazing at tarot. I freely admit that. Not being big-headed is the one thing in my life I can do. Digital marketing, I've got a vague idea, but I just don't know how to do it. So at some point, my friend, like, drop us an email or something. Not yet. Get your feet under the table, work out what's happening at work, all of that stuff. But at some point, I will take any advice that you're able to offer, my darling. But thank you for that, and I really do hope that it helps. Right then, let's have a wee look. So I do. Hang on, what was I going to do? Oh, I'm just going to hit this. Don't forget, everybody. Sometimes. What was I going to do? I was going to say something. I can't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, I've been doing this 29 years. It's a long time. That's not actually the video I was going to play. So I'll do this instead. Here we go. I'll put it on the bottom of the screen. The housekeeping. Yes, absolutely. Don't forget, tarot is for entertainment purposes only. You do make all your own decisions about your own life. Tarot should never replace legal advice, financial advice, counseling advice, or medical advice. If you're looking for support in those areas, please seek out a professional. You've got to be 18 years of age or over to get a tarot reading on this channel. And of course, please do keep all of your private digital footsteps. Keep your privacy private, okay? There's a reason it's called private. There's a reason it's called privacy. Keep it all locked down tight, right? As I said to people this weekend when I was doing the event, Tarot has an awful habit, especially the way we do it here. Tarot has an awful habit of discovering things you don't necessarily want discovered. So if you've been having an affair with your boss, or if you've been embezzling funds, please don't put that into the live chat. If you are, if you put into the chat, oh, I've just bought the big red house opposite the big supermarket in Ribblesworth. I don't even know if that's a place. Don't put that in, because then somebody who may live in Ribblesworth may know where the big supermarket is, and then know then that someone's now living in that big red house. Do you know what I mean? Look after your digital self. Don't put anything online that you wouldn't want your boss or your future boss to see, because we know what the internet's like, and we know how many people have been cancelled because of things that they put out there. And although we are only a micro channel, that information is still out on the interwebs, okay? And it can still be picked up. Having said all of that, it is time. Would you a tarot reading? Would you like some questions answered? Would you like a little bit of guidance on where your life may be going, or could be going, or maybe has gone? If so, it is time to go ahead and ask your questions. I'm just pressing all the buttons now. It is time to ask the questions. Go ahead, pop your question into that there live chat, starting with the word question, and that will get your name into the hat for a free 3-card reading. If, however, you want to guarantee your space and guarantee your question is asked, then all you need to do is send that through as a super chat. Super chat can be any amount, but if you would like a longer reading, then do make sure it's £6 or $8 US dollars or the equivalent, and that will get you a 6 or 7 card reading. Okay, just in case you've missed any of that, here is a handy recap. Okay, keeper of the questions, Mariana. Oh, Mariana, bless you. You've been here since literally the second we went live. There you are, my darling. Hello, Mariana. I've got your question. So your question, my darling, will be answered in exactly, let's say, I'll tell you what, if I say, I'm not looking at the right button, am I? I say exactly 15 seconds. Coming up right now. There we go. I just needed to move the camera slightly. There we go. And swap the cameras over. So then, question, will Christian's Lies come out next month? Oh. Right. Now, Mariana, you know the nosy bitch part of me. You know that I'm desperate to know what is happening, what the drama is, right? So this is one of those things where I really want to meet you for coffee tomorrow morning, and we'll go for a chat and have a good old gossip, but I'm not going to, because it's life. It isn't about gossip and drama. Do you know what I mean? Right. So let's cleanse the space from the reading before, and we'll bring in the lovely Wispy, and we're going to find out. Let's see what's happening for you, Mariana. So then, question, Wispy, Mariana would like to know, my fingers are starting to struggle. Mariana would like to know, Wispy, will Christian's Lies come out next month? So is next month when Christian's Lies are revealed? I tell you what, let's flip it slightly, because it's a bit of a two-way question like that, isn't it? We're going to do it like this. Wispy, will the truth about Christian be revealed in October? Right? Will the truth about Christian be revealed in October? That way, the reason I'm asking it specifically like that is because it may well be that Christian's own lies won't like. Do you know what I mean? It's like we need the truth. We need to get to that truth. Is that truth coming out this month? Sometimes. Hang on. I think my brain's going, ooh, hang on, stop. Rephrase the question. Right. Okay. Wispy, will Christian's Lies come out at all. Okay, that's going to be one. And then Whisper, I'm going to ask that as a single card draw, right? Will Christian's lies be revealed? Will they come out? Will the truth be revealed at all? And then Whisper, is it October? Okay, that's what we want to know. So let's go. Let's do the reshuffle for the cards. So then, will Christian's lies come out at all? Will they be revealed at all? And that's going to be a single card, yes or no, right? So let's have a look. A single card, yes or no. We do the poll. The Three of Cups, right? Okay, Three of Cups is a wow. I was saying about gossip. The Three of Cups is a positive card, so it feels like yes, the lies will be coming out, right? It feels instantly when I said about gossip, I think that's how it's going to happen. You know, I think that's how it's going to happen. Whatever's been said, the three. I mean, this is literally, you know, over tea and biscuits, coffee and biscuits, jam. You know what I mean? People are having a social gathering. Three of Cups connects to the three graces, the idea of the maiden, mother, crone. It connects to the three sisters, right? Or including the sisterhood. So it connects to this idea of women being empowered. And the fact that this has come up upright suggests yes. And also the fact that it's a positive card, it's a really positive card, suggests yes. Also, if there's a hint of, if Christian's lies have been in some way denigrating or upsetting or controlling a woman, then even more so, because this is about sisterhood and supporting women. Okay, so first of all, the answer is yes, the lies are going to be revealed. So then, Wispy, now we're going to go into is this happening in the month of October? So what is happening in October, where we are, what we need to know, and what the outcome is for the whole of October. So let's have a look where we are. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Right. Yes. Possible. Well, yes. Right. So where we are right now, Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the nightmare card, right? It's the card where in standard tarot decks, you've got somebody sat up in bed with their head in their hands and all the swords pointing at them. All of the issues, all of the trouble, all of the lies, all of the bullshit is so much that they can't sleep. This is reversed. It's ending. The nightmare is ending, right? This, whatever Christian's done, whatever lies are, all of that negative impact is ending because the Nine of Swords is reversed, right? And this is what we're coming into. This is the energy that's around now. So it feels very much like it's not over, but it's starting to be over, right? What you need to know, the Tower reversed. The Tower is all about having the rug pulled from under you, having the foundations that you believe it's all built on crumbling away. This is literally saying that if it was this way up, it's already happening. I think this is happening. I think that whatever Christians comeuppance, right? Christians, there's a word for it and it's completely lost me. But the revelation of what Christian has said or done, that is coming. It's on its way because the Tower is coming in reversed, right? And this is in the what you need to know. So this is literally saying, look, it's happening. That rug is being pulled. That facade that has been built up is about to crumble. Just keep ticking over until it does, because at the end, this is you at the end of the month, right? This is everything that's happening. At the end of the month, the Queen of Cups, you are going to be standing tall, my darling. You're going to be standing or sitting tall. You are going to be okay. Cups is the suit of emotions, positive, sometimes negative, but mainly positive. This is you sitting. I don't want to say vindicated, but vindicated. Do you know what I mean? whatever Christian's done, whatever has happened, it's like you will be sat at peace. You've got your scrying bowl, your tarot cards, your runes, you've got your crystals, you've got all your little wind chime crystals above. This is, I mean, this also, to be fair, looks like me if I had slightly darker skin. But anyway, if this feels like people will come back at the end of October and they will be saying, oh my God, Mariana, you told us. We didn't listen, but Mariana told you, knew, we didn't. You knew all along. You tried telling us. Now we all know, you know, that everything's come out in the open. Everything's come out in the wash. Oh my God, absolutely 100%. You were right. Wow. That's what's going to feel like, right? So yes, I think the lies are coming up. And from what these are saying, I think you're right. Because I think by the end of October, I think you're going to be sitting pretty, my darling. So yes, hopefully that makes sense. It feels very, very much like it will all be done when it's done. Do you know what I mean? It will all be done. It's like come the end of the month, people who believe Christian and not you will be coming back. And they'll be going, damn, I should have believed you. I should have believed you all along. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Christian. God, I hope not. Hopefully that makes sense, Mariana. I really do. It feels like, yes, it feels like the truth does always come out. The truth eventually, truth is like damp. It always reveals itself eventually. You can paint over it as much as you like with lies, but it eventually comes out. Truth is like Mother Nature, right? You get a plot of land that's in a flood zone. You can build as many flood defenses on it as you like. You can build as many houses on it, as many complexes. But the minute that nature comes in and you get a heavy storm and it rains constantly for more than is average, that land is going to flood. There's nothing you can do about it, right? You build houses on countryside and those houses don't get lived in for a few years. You go look at them. They will start turning back into countryside. The weeds, the moss, the ivy will start seeping through the brickwork until eventually it all crumbles and it's just a small pile of bricks with a load of nature in it. That's just what happens. But yeah, I think you'll be absolutely fine. I think the lies will come out. I am really interested to know what it is, but I'm not going to. But I'm really interested to know. But whatever's happening, Mariana, you've got it. It feels very much like you will be totally vindicated by the end of October. And then you know what you need to do at the end of October. You know what you need to do for Halloween. You need to get, if Christian was a partner or if Christian was in any way connected, you get the bits and pieces, right, that you've got of Christian's, or you get his picture and you burn it. You burn it in a big fire and you go, ha, your energy is gone from me now. Yeah. And then you party. Absolutely. And then you party. But yeah, come and let us know what happens. Hopefully you'll be grand. Hang on, I'm going back in the chat. Good evening, Cocotte Papier. Cocotte Papier, good evening to you. Good evening, Hot Sun. Patricia's already popped in there to say about how to get a reading. Good evening, Crystal Rose. Hello, my love. Holland's a bit sleepy. Head off, Holland, if you need to. We've probably only got another half hour on tonight because I also am feeling the extreme. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, burn the paper. That's all right, Ed. We're probably going to be finishing around 8:30 anyway. Yes, so good evening to Crystal Rose and good evening to I can't say that name. Cocotte Papier. Probably bastardized it horrendously. Hold on one second. Are you all right? Give me 1 second, everybody. I will be back. I will be back in about 30 seconds. Give me just 1 moment. Hello, sorry about that, everybody. Real life IRL issues. All right then. Cocotte papier. Cocotte papier. There we go. I can say it. Thank you. All right then. So I am absolutely finishing in half an hour. So we're finishing at 8:30. Absolute no ifs, no buts, no maybes tonight. So we are going to be finishing at 8:30. So we have limited time to get your slots in. So basically what that means is absolutely we're going to be doing a few more free rounds, but if you would like to guarantee your reading tonight, then do please send it through as a super chat. If you want a longer reading, then do please send it through as a $8 or above super chat. That's the easiest way to do that. Okay, so we're going to go. I'm going to try and get as many in as I can. Hopefully we'll get at least 3 or 4 readings in before we have to finish tonight. But yes, so if you would like a tarot reading, what do you need to do? Well, it's dead simple. Go ahead and pop your question into that there comment section, starting with the word question. That's really important. What will then happen is your question will get thrown into the hat with everybody else that asks a question. If you want to guarantee your question is up next, then you need to send it through as a super chat. If you spam your question into the comment section over and over and over again, your entire question, all of your questions will get completely ignored. And that's it. Yes. These are for 3 card readings. So a free with an F, 3 with a 3 card reading. Okay, that's what you're popping that's what you're popping your name into the hat for. If you want to guarantee a longer reading, so you get a 6 or 7 card reading, which goes into a bit more detail, a bit more nuance, then you need to send that as a super chat of about $8 or above. Just in case you need a handy little recap, here is a quick video. You've got exactly 30 seconds to get your question in. Hello, right then. So the keeper of the questions, we have Lola. Do I have I got, oh God, there's loads of questions in. Hang on. There we go. Lola. By the way, the keeper of the questions is one of our moderators who has a spinny thing, and they do their spinny thing, and then it gets picked up and I do the reading. So I don't know, and I'm not in contact with the spinny thing. So Lola, question, do you see Joey proposing to me for marriage by March 2025? Oh, and you're Dami Lola. Oh, that must be your name. Dami Lola. Oh, that's little Fingers crossed for you, my darling. Fingers crossed. Right. Let me, I will. Here we go. I'm going to hit this and, yeah, let's see what the card. You didn't hear any of that, did you? Nobody heard any of that. Right. So, never mind. I was saying the camera blipped just as the video played, but never mind. I did do the cleanse, but I'll do it again so you can hear it. And we'll press Wispy's music. There we go. Hopefully you can hear that all now. So then, do we see Joey proposing to Lola? Oh, I love romantic questions. Let's have a look and see. So then, oh, by March 2025. By March 2025. That's a long way off. That's 6 months away. That's a long way off, my darling. Demi Lola, we normally only see about, well, on average, 6 weeks. Rather than 6 months, especially with a 3-card reading. It's almost impossible to see that far forward. But I tell you what, we'll ask in the spurious. Wispy, do we see Joey proposing to Lola? Do we see Joey proposing to Lola? Is that on the cards? Is a proposal on the cards, whether it's in the next 6 months or further out? Do we see Joey proposing to Lola? Is there a confirmed? Oh gosh, my hands. Is there a confirmed? Is that on the cards? Is that long-term picture? I know it's. I don't know whether it's early days in the relationship. But do we see that connection going that way? That's what we want to know. Right then, do we see a proposal on the cards? Let's have a look. I didn't see the March 2025 bit. I know it doesn't feel very far away, but it is about 6 months. Right then, let's have a look. So, where you are right now. Queen of Swords reversed. What you need to know. Oh. What the outcome is. Queen of Cups. Maybe not, Lola. So Queen of Swords reversed in the way you are now. I don't know whether you've had an argument or a disagreement or whether there is another person involved somehow, but the queen figure, queens can often represent older female figures, like mother figures and, you know, aunt figures, mother-in-law figures, all of that sort of thing, can also represent strong characters, strong female characters. Okay. Queen of Swords. Swords is trouble and strife, obstacles, challenges. This is reversed. So it feels like there's an X in the picture. Okay. Feels like there's an X in the picture. Or this could be a very, 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 a mother from Joey's mother could be very anti you for some reason, right? I'm not sure what that would be, but it feels like there could still be an X in the picture right now. What you need to know, King of Wands, the red flag card, right? It is, this card comes up when the people involved are scoundrels, are scallywags, are bounders and gads, right? Not good folk. The King of Wands is somebody who is quite manipulative, quite controlling, will have sometimes it can suggest multiple partners, sometimes it can suggest abusers sometimes it can suggest like just generally people that aren't good people. These are toxic folk. The fact that this is coming up in the what you need to know, perhaps that hasn't been shown yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't going to. And this is one of those forewarned, forearmed moments. Honestly, be a little bit careful. Remember, tarot is entertainment purposes only. You make all your own decisions about your own life, but do be a little bit careful in terms of this, because in the what you need to know, it feels like you might not know this currently. Does that make sense? This absolute red flag. There's a reason that I made this little. It's because it kept coming up. It's a toxic warning, right? There's something here that isn't right. The outcome, it feels like, I'm just going to say it, my darling. It feels like you might be alone out of this relationship come March 2025, right? You'll be out of the relationship. It doesn't feel perhaps that this is all singing, all dancing romance because of this queen, because this major red flag. It really doesn't feel as if this is a strong love connection for you right now. It feels like there's something to come because we've got the Queen of Cups coming in. So it's not this relationship. It does feel, though, that there is something better to come. However, as I say, I tend to only read 6 weeks, maybe a couple of months in the future, and this feels like it's further down the line for that. So again, you make all your own decisions about your life, my darling, right? If nothing has been shown yet, if there's no hint of anything negative going on, if Joey is the perfect, ideal, 100% perfect, amazing, perfect man, then absolutely you do you. But these two cards feel purposefully connected, and this only ever comes up in this deck, and the regulars here will tell you this only ever comes up when we have a red flag situation. And it's come up in readings where the person's asked for a relationship reading, and I've said, oh, he was a red flag in the past, and they've said, oh yes, absolutely. And it's come up in future readings where people have come back and said, oh yeah, not a good one. So yeah, hopefully, my darling, that makes sense. But thank you ever so much for your question. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a proposal is on the cards. Certainly not anytime soon. But please be careful of that one. But again, you make all your own decisions, my darling. But thank you ever so much for your question. And again, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I do believe forewarned is forearmed, and I do believe that sometimes having that knowledge can stave off a lot of heartache in the long run. But yes, thank you ever so much for your question, my darling. Crystal Rose, I've just seen your super chats. Thank you ever so much. I will have a look. Hang on. Yep. Currently no communication. And he's got an ex. No. Absolutely no. If he's not in communication with you and he's got an ex that's still around. No, stay clear, Lola. Just stay clear, my darling. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Oh, right. Keep it in mind. Don't keep it in mind. Keep him out 10-foot barge pole. Anyway, Crystal Rose, my darling, let's have a look. Right. First of all, this could be our last reading. In fact, this is going to be our last reading tonight, everybody, unfortunately, because we do finish at 8:30 tonight. I will be back on Thursday evening at 10 p.m. UK time, right? 10 p.m. now till midnight on Thursday evening. So do come back for that. Crystal Rose, my darling, are you sure you want me to answer this? Are you sure you want us to answer this? Because I will answer it. And remember, the deck I'm holding is a very blunt deck. So I'm going to do your reading now, my darling. I'm going to do your reading now. Fingers crossed. Let's see what the cards say. Right. Give me exactly 17 seconds.
We have a super strong connection here. Right. Oh my God!
Right then, Wispy. Crystal Rose has said, absolutely, they want the truth on this. So here we go. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Absolutely. Right then. So let me just move those cards. I don't know. I didn't knowingly put them into the pack, those 3 cards from that reading. So that's why I just did a little pre-shuffle, because normally I separate them out and put them in. I don't know if I did that or not. But here we go. So we are going to cleanse the space. And we're going to bring in the lovely Wispy. So Wispy, Crystal Rose wants to know, and this is a big question. Why is she always blocked in love? She's female and looking for a decent man. First of all, define decent man. No, I'm joking with you, right? We know what you're saying, right? So, Wispy, the question here is, as far as the cards are concerned, why is Crystal Rose being blocked in love, right? So do we go a triangle or do we go a horseshoe? Right. Okay. Crystal Rose. Hold on. What was it? Fasten your seatbelts. We're in for a bumpy ride. That was really bad. It wasn't even a Betty Davis impersonation, was it? I was just quoting her. Yes, here we go. Let's see what this is. Right then, I'm doing a horseshoe with the extras. So this might come off a little bit rushed, but it's because I need to finish at a particular time, but also I need to give this the weight that it deserves. Right then, past, present, influence, obstacle, awareness. Oh my God, how many majors? Advice, outcome. Oh, the mods are screaming at me right now. A 10-card reading. Okay, normally we don't do 10-card readings, but a 10-card reading, and out of the 7 that are upright, we've got 6 major arcanas. Wow, this is an important reading for you, Crystal Rose. So I'm going to, I wish I could take your, I wish I could have it as a minimal down here, your question, but unfortunately I can't. But what I am going to do is to pop on the no more questions. There we go, on the super chat. So, right, my darling, big question. Big. Why are you always being blocked in love? I'm going to keep bringing that up and down because I haven't got space on here for it to be. Oh, actually, maybe if I come like that, is that going to work? Yes, just about. Right then. So here we go. Past, We've got strength in the past position. I'm not going to click on all the buttons that show up all the videos like I would do normally, because it's going to take up a lot of time that A, we don't have, and B, I don't think you need to see what those are for this, right? So strength. The only reason you've got strength in the past is because you've been traumatized in the past, my darling, right? That is how we learn strength. We learn the lessons in life through going through challenges, right? You face a hardship, you overcome it. That's how you know how to face that hardship the next time, right? The first time that you ever wire a plug, oh my God, just brown, just yellow, which one goes where? For me, I still need to double check that, but it's double checking. At least I know what I'm doing and which wire goes where, right? And that's the thing in life. You have to learn lessons, and you learn the biggest lessons by going through the biggest challenges, right? And that is what strength is coming up. Now, this isn't saying like, oh, you had to be strong when you were a baby. No, this could be last week, right? But this your question is a bigger picture question, so this is a bigger picture answer. I think there is something here. First few relationships, may not have been fantastic, or may have been bad picks, and that has been a cycle. That strength card, you've got that inner strength to get over those problems. What you need to find is a way of not entering them. Does that make sense? Like spotting red flags and things. The present, this is where it's interesting, because your only minor card in this whole reading is the Three of Pentacles, which is the apprenticeship card. It is the card of learning and moving forward and growing and studying. I don't think you've been in a position in your life to ask this question in the past. I think there is a reason that this is being asked now, and it's because it's the first time that you're actually able to get answers to those questions. Does that make sense? It's like this is the first time you're able to actually deal with that. And I think that what you need to look at is maybe getting some professional advice on dealing with trauma from the past, because that will help unpick not unpick, but help heal the damage, and it will help to maybe put some identifiers in place to stop you going down that road again. Does that make sense, my darling? It feels like this is a growth time for you now. This is a time to learn those lessons the healthy way, which is to take a step back, take relationships off the table right now. Just go, do you know what? If you want a bit of sexy fun, there are apps for that. Single women the world over can go and find any bit of sexy fun. If that's all you want is a physical bit of sexy, there is ways and means to do that, right? Anything else, take it off the table right now, because you are in a healthy position to be asking this question, to be able to take these lessons on board and to grow. This isn't asking the question out of immediate trauma, immediate anything. This is you asking the question in a positive way, right? And that's it, because you're in this position right now. So let's get into it. The influence position, you've got the devil reversed. Oh my God, you're being influenced by Satan himself. No, Satan doesn't exist in the tarot. You've got the two cards that always scare people, devil and death. Death means transformation. Devil means either materialism, or it means basically putting blind faith in things that don't have meaning, going down, being hoodwinked, all of that. So the devil literally is the puppet master, right? The player. This is somebody who pulls the strings. This is a manipulator. This is somebody who is at the word gaslighting was invented for this card. The devil card is all about being able to manipulate, being able to nudge here, nudge there, and all of a sudden the person in the middle believes that the sky is green and the grass is blue, right? This is the interrogator card, right? The devil is the one that has all the tricks. It's reversed, which means this isn't you being able to do any of that. This is you because of this in the past, right? It's like I have a family member, and she had a really unhealthy relationship when she was 15, right? It wasn't as unhealthy as it could be, but basically he verbally abused her, right? And said she was nothing, belittled her. It was that type of abuse. There was nothing physical, nothing violent, nothing else, but it was absolutely enough to put her down constantly, that basically led to her for the rest of her life having a continuance of one after the other bad relationships, right? That influence of that one boyfriend influenced her entire life. And this feels very similar, right? This devil card here, because it opened up that manipulation element, it's like that hasn't been dealt with, and that has been an influence on you ever since. And it's one of these things, it's not that you're doomed or blocked in love, it's that because you have, it's a bit like being a smoker, right? If you've been a smoker and you've quit, you might have quit for 10 years. You have that first cigarette, don't like it, you cough and splutter your guts up. You have 2 cigarettes. Now you have 3 cigarettes. Oh, now I'm back on. I'm buying a packet. Do you know what I mean? It's that thing. Once that nicotine receptor is open in your brain, you are susceptible. Once that being manipulated by an expert manipulator, once that gaslit segment of your brain effectively gets lit up, that's always going to be there, right? You've just got to find tools and ways and means of doing it. Professional counseling for me is the answer. But that influence is coming in, which means when you think you found a good one, that alarm bell, that little red alert isn't going to ring as easily, because part of you is expecting that gaslighting. Part of you is expecting that part of you is expecting the behavior that other people who haven't had this response in the past, right? Other people would just go, I ain't picking up, I ain't doing that. What are you talking about? So that influence is still there, my darling. In the obstacle, your obstacle is temperance. How does that make any sense? Obstacle, temperance, because your obstacle is being able to compromise, being able to healthily merge, being able to work things out together, being able to have your needs met and their needs met and your needs met and their needs met, and everything being out in a equal and balanced relationship, in a state of equilibrium, right? That is what temperance is all about, finding the ways through, making sure that everybody is at least equally unhappy. No, but everybody's happy, right? You might not get everything you want when you go into negotiations, but you get enough so that you're happy, they get enough so they're happy, and together you move forward. That's what this card is all about. The fact that it's coming up as your obstacle is screaming at me that you are not used to getting any of your needs met in a relationship, let alone 50-50. It's like, well, okay, well, if you're happy at 80%, I'll take the 20%, and that's fine, because at least you're 80% and we're good to go. Do you know what I mean? And this is not a happy place to be in. This is not a positive place to seek out healthy adult relationships. This is a place where this is the sort of relationship that children have, you know, because they can't make the get their needs met any other way. Somebody has to say to them, no, you can't sit and eat 5 gallons. You can't sit and eat 5 packets of biscuits, 5 packets of cookies. You can't sit there and eat that as a meal, because you will be ill. You have to have this. You know what I mean? There has to be that imbalance as a child. When you're an adult, you strive for balance. You're not there yet, my darling. The way other people see you, oh my God. The Magician reversed. The Magician is the ultimate manipulator. For good, this way up, the Magician, when the Magician is upright, the Magician has control to change the universe, manipulate the universe around them, change their situation, build a new world, build a new vision. They've got all the tools to create the world that they want to see, right? That is absolutely amazing. When it's this way round, they are manipulating. They are this would be the devil incarnate in this case, right? So everything this card talks about, this Magician can become. It's like the dark side. If you've ever seen any of the MCU movies, MCU sort of stuff, you've got Doctor Strange, who in our universe is a good guy. In most other universes is a bad guy, right? This is coming up here. Other people see you not as being the manipulator, but as being manipulated. They see you as being easily manipulated. So it's like the signals you're putting out into the universe, it's like the only people that are going to pick those up are manipulators. It's like having a radio that is only tuned to pick up radio 4. Well, you ain't never going to listen to radio 1, because your radio is only going to attract that. What you're putting out into the universe is only ever going to attract people that have the radio 4 thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like you're sending out signals to arseholes, and arseholes are picking up those signals. So even if it's a scale of arsehole from total utter arsehole to mild mannered arsehole, it's still arseholes that are picking up your wavelength. And that's because that is what you are literally putting out there. This is what other people see you as, right? So again, when we look at the influence and we look at this, these 3 cards are always linked for me. So we've got the influence, which is having been gaslit in the past and having that still affecting you. We've got the obstacle card, which is being unable to put your needs forward and have an equal and healthy relationship. And then the people you attract are basically the people that you were trying to get rid of, because that's the only signal that you're able to send out. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because then the people that seemed nice on that scale of arseholism, when you meet them, they're here. Over a period of time, you let them get away with their arsehole activities. They get a bit more arsey, a bit more arsey, a bit more arsey, until they're right here. And that isn't a person you would accept when you first meet them. But because they meet you here on the scale of arseholism, and then you let them get away with it, not because you want to, but because you don't know how not to, right? Again, this is all screaming at me that you need counseling. The advice, death. This is not what it says on the tin. Do not in any way, shape or form, think of this as the card that means death. It doesn't mean death. It means the death of a situation, right? This is you changing from now on. However hard that is, however tough it's going to be, this now ends, right? This previous you that accepted all of this shit ends, and it ends tonight. Because what was going to happen from now on is you are putting yourself first. You are putting your needs first. You are getting at least your needs met in a 50-50 relationship next time round, right? That is what's going to happen now, because now you're aware of it. The death card is actually the transition card. It's why on most depictions you see a butterfly. In this depiction, we've got a baby, we've got the parents, we've got a grandparent figure, we've got death itself, we've got the cycle of life, we've got the full moon, a new moon, we've got an eclipse, we've got butterflies, we've got a snake. Why have we got a snake? Because snakes shed its skin, and snakes undergo that metamorphosis every single time they shed its skin. They come out with a new skin. That's literally what it does. It sheds all the old crap off and allows them to move forward. So this is what we're doing from now on, okay, my darling? We are moving forward, because the outcome here is injustice, right? It's justice reversed. This isn't saying that you making this change is going to put everything that was done to you, none of that is going to be corrected, right? Not accepting arseholes in the future isn't going to change the fact that you got treated badly in the past. It really isn't, my darling. But what it's going to do is mean that you get treated fairly in the future. And that's why this is coming up here, right? It's justice, but it's justice for the future self, which is why it would be up this way up, but it's not going to feel very just, because all these years where you've put up with crap relationships, that's just something you're going to have to deal with. Work through with counseling. 100% guarantee you counseling helps, right? Work through, build those tools, build those tools in so that in the future you are able to spot the assholes before they come anywhere near you, right? And also, you aren't going to be sending off the signals that are only in this section. You'll be able to open that up so that your signals are 360, and that whatever's going on in your world, whether you're looking for a partner or not, your signals, the people you attract, are going to be some lovely people, some assholes, some amazing people, some not so amazing people, some genuinely okay people, some people a bit meh, but you'll attract 360%, like the 360 degrees. You'll have people in your life from all different areas and all different walks of from the totally amazing, most virtuous, most blah blah, like, oh my god, that person's bound to be a saint, all the way through to arseholes, rather than just being at this end, right? You'll get a full spectrum of people. Some of them you may want to develop into a relationship. Some of them will just be people you pass every so often and have a conversation with, and they're sort of acquaintances. But the signals you put out into the universe will be different, right? It's that signal of, instead of treat me like shit, it's I'm nobody's fool, I'm kind and loving, but I'm not a pushover. That different signal attracts different people. Trust me, I've been there. Right, we've got the Hermit. Are these all going to be majors? No, the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Right, these last three cards I consider to be warning or advice cards, right? The Hermit reversed. Do not allow yourself to be pushed into isolation because of the way you've been treated, right? Do not give up long term. Now is not the time. Do not give up on the human race. Do not give up on humanity, right? Reason I'm saying that is it's very easy for people to withdraw into themselves and to be very isolated, right? What you need to do is the exact opposite right now. You need to go to find some counseling in your area, right? Find some support groups in your area. If you've, whatever this trauma is, and I'm not going to ask you on a public forum, I never would, but whatever this is, however you've been treated in the past, if I'm accurate with this, and it is that gaslighting, manipulation, all of that, there are support groups specifically for women who have been treated badly by men, right, at various degrees. Find those support groups, find those maybe not Facebook groups. Facebook is really toxic, but find the support groups, find the counseling groups, find those things that will help you build a toolbox to get over it. Do not get isolated. Do not get shoved into a dark old cave because you're worried about the people that are out there, right? It is not worth it, my darling. It is absolutely not worth it. Isolation, if this is all correct, being isolated is not the way you recover from this, right? Being isolated is where all of this starts to worm its way in, and you accept that all of this negative behavior, all of this bad behavior, all of this manipulation was what you deserved or what you expected or what should happen or was normal. It isn't. It really isn't, right? It isn't. Do not get yourself pushed in. Also, Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Wands is your sense of self, sense of security, sense of confidence. The six is linked in with other people, right? But again, this is in the warnings and advice. This is not saying don't go out. Hang on. Look, how can I put it? This is not saying, this is saying, right, that's what I'm trying to say. This is saying that your way forward can be through other people, but you don't put your confidence, you don't put your sense of self in other people's hands, right? As much as I'm saying go and get support, go and get advice, that is great, but those people will not make you feel confident. Only you can do that. You have to find that within yourself. They can give you the tools to help you find it, but you've got to find the answer yourself. It's like being in an escape room, right? You've got the clues. Oh, look, there's a funny shaped piece of metal there. Oh, that must be for something. You've just got to find out which bit it is to open up for the next clue or open up for the door, right? That's what this is saying. Do not put your confidence in other people. Allow other people to help build you up. But at the end of the day, your confidence, your sense of self has to come from within. This ain't never going to go nowhere. This ain't never going to be stopped if you don't find that confidence within. And then this is the most positive card here, right? It's saying, The Eight of Wands is literally saying, look, you've got the opportunity to set off, in this case, fireworks, but you've got the opportunity to take all of these different aspects of your life, right? All these different tenets, all these different parts of your life. And in this case, have them go bang, but throw them all out the window. And then you get to run downstairs and pick them up. Or in this case, you get to put each of these elements of your life, right? Each of these bits into a firework, and you get to choose which ones you like to go bang and explode and never be there again. So you might put into one, this is my lack of confidence because of this. This is my lack of, for me, right? So for me personally, this is my lack of confidence because of body issues. Do I still have that? Yes, I do. Is it going to be with me for a long time? Yes, it is. Am I getting better with it? We'll see. So I might choose to set that one off and go explode because I don't really want to take that with me any further. How I go about letting that explode and deal with it will be through counseling, but also by metaphysically saying, I am not going to allow this body issue image to go with me any longer. I am going to let it go off and explode. And once it's gone, right? So this is you being able to take that control. Once this is being put into place, my darling, once this healing, once this stopping the cycle, once this is put into place, this question, the first part of it here, will unblock itself, because you're not being blocked in love. You're being blocked in the type of signals that you're sending out, right? And I don't mean like on messaging or anything else like that. I mean, literally, every day you're walking through life, we all send out subtle signals to everybody else in the human race. That's how we evolved, is to understand, oh, that person's got a grumpy look, we're not going towards them. That person's got a happy look, maybe that's too happy, we're not going to go towards them either. Do you know what I mean? How all of that happens, those subconscious, those spiritual, whatever it is, messages that we put out into the universe, right? Those get echoed back. And at the moment, if you're only broadcasting on this little arsehole frequency, then right now, turn off the broadcast, find some counseling help, find some support groups, get that trauma, get that stuff dealt with, and then you'll suddenly turn on that broadcast again, that broadcast tube, whatever it is, and it will be, and you'll find that life gets better and better and better and better. And for me, the minute I did that work and the minute I stopped looking for a relationship, within 3 months, Rufus came into my life and was asking me on a date that I didn't realize was a date. And we've been together 9 years in next month. So yeah, hopefully, my darling, that helps. Listen, the very best of luck dealing with any kind of trauma, dealing with any kind of emotional baggage like that is heavy, right? All I can say is it takes time, and all I can say is you can't do it alone, which is why absolutely get counseling, right? I know there are lots of different charities that offer counseling support. There may be waiting times. I know that there are counseling, there are private counselors you can see. It may be expensive on paper, but having someone to talk to on a weekly basis to start unpacking some of this, if it's £40 a session for an hour, think of it as being, that is £40 I'm spending on my future. Yes, that might be more expensive than a lot of people can afford. I can't square that circle, unfortunately, but all I can say is it is absolutely 100% worth whatever it costs to get counseling support, right? And I totally am an advocate for that. I really hope it helps, Crystal Rose. The cards were, I don't think I've ever seen a 7-card horseshoe with 6 majors. Like, That's why I was supposed to finish at past. I've gone 50 minutes over. Honestly, my darling, it's absolutely fine. This is what was happening on Sunday. And those were discounted at £25, and those were like literally back to back readings. It was bonkers. But yeah, listen, I wish you nothing but the very, very best. Please do seek out a counsellor. Please let us know how it goes. And please do remember that this is the moment, right? You've asked this question, that transformation card has come up in the advice position. This is where you are now. Please take the advice. All right, my love. I hope that helps. Thank you very much to the moderators. You're amazing. Thank you very much to everybody who has watched. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to the members. I'll be on Sunday with the members only, if not before. I will be doing the Witch Casket unboxing at some point. Maybe tomorrow. No, it won't be tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. In fact, I'll see. I might even film it live tomorrow for the members only, and then we'll put it up on the channel as an edited down. I'll see what Neil thinks, because I'm actually going to be spending some time with Neil. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Do it. No thinking. Doing. Doing. All right, my darling. Absolutely doing. You've got this. You just need a bit of help. Right? We all do. This is one of those lessons we aren't taught in school, right? I cannot remember what Pythagoras taught. I know it's something to do with triangles. Is that important? No. Do I need to know anything about calculus? No. Emotional health, my God, that would have, like, I could have got a GCSE. That would have been really useful, thank you. GCSE in emotional mental health? Yes, please. Yes, can we teach that, please? At this age, I would like to go and study for an A-level. Look at me. I would like to go and study for a degree, please. In that, thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. But anyway, go and get it. Honestly, my darling, it will be worth it. Go for it and let us know how you go. But thank you to the mods. Thank you to the members. And of course, thank you to you for subscribing. Don't forget, if you haven't done already, do hit that bell and hit your donger of your dong bell. Change your settings to all. Does that make sense? Probably not. I'm very tired. I am going now. Thank you, everybody. And I will see you. I will see you very soon. What? Okay. Bye. Sorry, Patricia just sent a message. I didn't know whether that was for me or for not. But anyway, thank you, everybody. I will see you all again on the next one. Don't forget, I'll be back for a late shift. On Thursday evening at 10 p.m. But until then, stay you, stay true, stay authentic, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.